Dudula xenophobia in South Africa is a lost cause. It is like going against the wind. It's like going against the torrent coming at us. The torrent is market forces, capitalism, global pressures, natural phenomena. Natural phenomena like, of course, the cliche, climate, apocalypse, Armageddon upon us. Dudula is quite a waste of time for the youth of South Africa. It helps the people who've created a position for themselves because they get a paycheck somewhere, somehow. Sometimes they call themselves non-profit organization and they register with the government. That's a paycheck. Or they get tax. In America, you get a tax break. You don't pay tax, and for church organizations, for example, people form churches. Just in America, people make up churches and mosques and synagogues just so they don't work around IRS, Internal Revenue Services. They'll create a church just so they don't pay taxes. Okay, things like that. So that's what Dudula does. If you're a young person, stay away from Dudula. Okay. One, your conscience. You will not live with your conscience. Okay. For the things that you will be participating in, the hate, the hatred, the xenophobia, obviously, tribalism, and the violence that goes with that. Okay. You will not be at peace. Young people, stay away from Dudula. I cannot tell you that enough. That's the one part. The other part is that there will come a time where you will become a professional, for example, as you develop your skills. And you will try to travel outside of South Africa. That can come up. They can realize you are a member of Dudula. And no country would want to have you around in their space. Okay? So if you participate in stuff like Dudula, you can limit your chances to go elsewhere, overseas, and travel the world in peace. Okay. Get your visa denied and stuff like that. America is very paranoid place. I remember they're very, very nasty in Johannesburg. The American immigration or embassy, they're nasty towards South Africans, especially black South Africans. Terrible. Okay, they just denied for all kinds of frivolous and very slight issues, really, really abusive toward South Africans, the American embassy in South Africa, especially black South Africans. Every time George Bush went to South Africa, tried to get an endorsement from Mandela so he could win the African American hearts back in America. That was the thing to do, was to travel to South Africa and meet with Nelson Mandela. Even today, that is still the reality. Not unless we South Africans keep on doing Dudula like that. Then we are losing our currency as the epicenter, the ground zero, the nucleus for international morality. That's what South Africa is, essentially. That's what we really have going on. And Dudula is attempting to challenge that and undermine that. Okay. South Africa has quite a few things going for us. Okay. We are the most beloved nation in the world that I know of. I'm not lying. You need to listen to BBC. And of course, the other one being America, the United States of America. But people love America, USA for economic reasons. Nyugu, Mula, money, peso. Maybe their political system and order of society. I don't know about democracy because that seems to be on trial with the advent of the Donald Trump dictatorship. People love South Africa for emotional reasons. People don't just love South Africa. People adore South Africa for emotional reasons, for hope. People see hope in South Africa. People love South Africa for human morality, the human spirit, a cachet, reputation, inspiration, value that we have built over many, many years. And these xenophobic episodes, flare-ups by vigilante organizations, hateful organizations like Dudula, seek to challenge all those accomplishments. And then they can do that sooner than I can light up a match. Okay, they can do that quite quick, and it took us centuries to be the standard bearer for international morality. Many of our heroes lost their lives for us to be so adored throughout the world. I cannot think of any other nation that is adored around the world than South Africa. South Africa is like the world's most favorite baby. We need to cherish that, and we need to keep it like that, and we need to capitalize on that in terms of tourism and the tourist economy. Many people want to visit South Africa. Let me tell you something. I was at Heathrow Airport in London. And when I'm at Heathrow, I practically grew up there. I've been going to Heathrow since I was a child. And I like to roam around. And I overheard a conversation. A guy sounded like Arab. And he said he was from, just overheard. I live in Cape Town. I live in South Africa, very beautiful place. South Africa, you must come South Africa. And I'm like, oh, wow, we're loved, man, for real. It's just a conversation I overheard and stuck with me like that. Dudula. It's time. Cut it out, man. It's not happening. Your thing, Dudula, it's just not on. That's what my nephews in South Africa would say. Uncle, that's not on. That's the way they talk. It's not on. Dudula is not on. Skis. You're bad to Dudula. You know it Dudula. Shame. I'm not lying. I can show you. I can prove to you. Niagumon. Tandizito. You like things. That's the translation. Direct translation, but it doesn't make sense. You like things. And no, that means you're a busybody. Too nosy. Tandizinto, you're too nosy. Wachi. You're too envious. Oh, mon. That means you're full of envy, jealousy, and cooling. Next, you don't grow up. Tutul and putugi. You don't get civilized. Putuga. You don't get civilized. You bring us to shame. Yes, you bring shame upon us. Portla.
The song and dance group from in and the township, God Durban Dance Academy, was due to leave for the United States on Monday. But all 10 members of the group were denied visa to showcase their talent on the international stage.
At the moment, DIRCO, which is the Department of International Relations, they've been so helpful to try and assist us. They're reaching out to the US Embassy on our behalf.
The US Embassy says visa applications are confidential and no visa is denied without proper checks in place.